Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Again, I kind of have to preface this video with apologies that it's late. We are now on the 9th of August and I am just sitting down to film my July wrap up and my August TBR. And kind of feel like this video is a little bit redundant because I have already read 3 books this month. So I'm not going to mention them in this video, but I thought I would come on and talk you through the rest of the books that I have either currently on the go or on my radar for this month. We are actually doing over on the Daisy and Bee Book Club over on Facebook, we're doing bingo this month. We have our own bingo board. Here's a little sneak peek for you of some of the prompts I've already fulfilled. We've got a 9 bingo prompts, one of them being a kind of guilt-free hobby or activity prompt, so 8 actual physical reading prompts, and your book that you read can fulfill up to 2 prompts on the board. Some people are trying to do 9 different books, and with the guilt-free hobby are actually trying to pick a book that might have a hobby involved in it in some way. So some of the girls on the group are actually like going full out for it and trying to read 9 different books. I don't know if I'm going to manage that. I mean, I've already finished 3 and we're like, I don't know. Like I say, have finished 3 already, and I've already ticked off a bingo, but that will all be in my August wrap-up video. So, books I currently have on the go. What I'm talk you through first are kind of like my obligation reads. So I am currently reading Bear Town by Frederick Backman. I am currently 114 pages through this. This is a book club read. This is a copy from the library. This was actually my choice. I picked a few books and the other members of the book club voted and this one came out on top. So we're reading this. I really enjoyed A Man Called Uva, which I read for the other local book club that I go to. And I thought I was intrigued to read more of their work. With where I live in East Sussex, there's actually a book club, like a reading club list of books. I don't quite know how it works, but I think it gives you easy access and then maybe a slightly longer loan on the books. But any of the books that are on the list are kind of like a guarantee book that you could that you can kind of get for your book club. So it's not like everyone's trying and get the book. You know, I think you get better priority. I think you get a priority for the book. I don't know how it works, but this was on the list. I went through the list, I picked out 3 books and this was the one that came out on top. So far, I'm finding it a little bit slow, but I have picked up the audiobook, which has helped me get through kind of like the last 50 pages quite quickly. And I'm kind of getting more into the story now. I think it's kind of partly the story as to why I'm struggling, because it's kind of like a town in the middle of nowhere. It's quite secluded. It feels like it kind of revolves around the ice hockey team, and we've been introduced to lots of characters as well, lots of different characters, and the chapters will have maybe like this one, for instance, has this section here, so from here to here, and that will probably be centered around one character, and then the next section potentially will be about a different character, and so you're jumping inside of chapters around sort of different people. And right from the beginning, this isn't a spoiler, well, it might be deemed a spoiler, I'm not going to tell you, but right from the beginning you know that something happens and you don't quite know what has actually happened. You know that something has, but you kind of are left guessing. I think that might be partly the reason as well, is you kind of, hang on a minute, you're kind of over analysing everything because you kind of think, oh, is this potentially what's caused this? So yeah, I've got this on the go at the moment. My kind of other obligation read is Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. This is the next book that we're reading in the Throne of Glass read-along that we're doing on the Daisy and Bee series read-along. And I haven't started this yet, and we are discussing this around the 1st of September. So towards the end of August, I'd imagine we'd pick this up. And this is how long? 645 pages. So this is a chunker. This is a chunker. I'm looking forward to this because, like I mentioned in my July wrap up, if you haven't watched that video, please go check it out. The last book that we read was The Assassin's Blade, which is the collection of short stories, which are kind of like prequels to The Throne of Glass. So it would be nice to get back into the kind of current timeline, the kind of like main timeline, and back with the characters. I'm looking forward to see how things progress. from where we left off in Air of Fire. So yeah, hopefully I get this read. We're also starting a series readathon for The Cruel Prince by Holly Black as well. So I've got that on Kindle, haven't got a physical book. I can't remember the dates for that, but I will be trying to read that. I don't know if I'll get that done this month, to be fair, because I think the first discussion will be around the 15th of September, I think. So I might pick that up beginning of September. Anyway, there's that kind of in the mix as well. And then the other book that I have on the go is The Roommate by Rosie Dannon. And this fulfills the prompt on the bingo for reading a book with yellow on the cover. We thought, as it's August, summer, we've got another heat wave in the country, we thought it'd be quite nice to have sort of some summary prompts. So we decided with books with yellow on the cover. So this is the one that I'm currently reading. I say currently reading, I've literally read 15 pages of it so far. Got to chapter 2. I've read a chapter of it. That's really good, isn't it? But I'm enjoying it so far. I'm enjoying it. So some other kind of possibilities for the bingo. I have earmarked Emma by Jane Austen. This was on my list of standalone books that I wanted to get to this year, and I want to try and focus on getting some of those books read, basically. Emma was my kind of classic that I put on my list, being a book that I have recently watched the adaptation for. I quite like, I don't know if this is a bit of a cheat, but I quite like with these, with the kind of more classics, I quite like knowing, having the gist of the story before reading the book, because I feel like that sometimes helps with the kind of like the slightly more classic language that's used. So I'm looking forward to this. This has objects on the cover. This has lots of different objects on the cover, and I thought that fitted the theme, that prompt, quite nicely on the bingo board as well. One of the prompts we had was a childhood book or a nostalgic read. So this could have been something that maybe you read regularly that just kind of brings you back nostalgia. I know some people go back to the same book every summer and read the same book every summer without fail, or a book that they have read several times so that you kind of remember like every time you've read it. But I did go with more of the childhood book, but this is also quite nostalgic for me, and I would like to read Diary of a Chav, Trainers versus Tiaras by Grace Dent. This is the first book in the Diary of a Chav series. It's not very long at all, and I just remember loving these so much. It's 233 pages long. I think I'll fly through this and potentially even read this in one sitting, but I'm just so excited to revisit it. I have a video coming soon about kind of childhood and nostalgic reads. This book has featured in that video, spoilers. And basically, cut long story short, I'd quite like to revisit and read the whole series. So I might actually I might vlog my time reading this rather, and do like a little bit of a series, like rereading a childhood series, like a nostalgic childhood series of mine. So yeah. Emma would actually also fulfill the prompt of reading a TV or movie adaptation. I forgot to say that. But yeah, looking forward to picking this series up. If I don't pick this one up, then I might pick up the first Angus Thongs and Full Frontal Snogging book as well by Louise Renison. But I kind of want to do a series of, maybe the vlog should be me rereading, like, not just one series, but reading like several books that are nostalgic. Maybe that would be a good idea. Anyway, leave your thoughts on that down below in the comments. The other book that's on my radar for the bingo is The Hating Game. As this lovely non-removable sticker will tell you, this book's by Sally Thorne, by the way, if you can't read that, is now a major motion picture on, is it on Netflix? I don't know. I've watched it. I enjoyed it. Lots of people say that this, the book is actually so much better. It's enemies to lovers, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie, and really looking forward to this. This would obviously fulfill the TV or movie adaptation prompt. We do have a prompt about yellow on the cover. So the whole idea that we've got with the bingo, like I mentioned, is that your book can fulfill 2 prompts, but you could also continue just reading the same 3 prompts over and over again. We're trying to get the most bingos as possible, so 3 prompts. I'll show you what I mean. So trying to get a bingo, so get 3 in a row, whether that be horizontal, vertical, diagonal, or whatever. So you could just read and fulfill the same 3 prompts over and over and over again throughout the month by reading lots of different books that fulfill just 3 prompts, or you can try and fill the whole board and get bingos that way. So depending on what else I read, I could potentially pick up another bingo by duplicating some of the prompts, if that makes sense. So revisiting them again with another book. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, I may well fill the square TV or movie adaptation and yellow on the cover. I might be able to fill them with a couple of books, and I'm sure I could pick up another The An of A in the title, so like along the bottom. I could probably do that as well, if that makes sense, and potentially pick up another bingo that way. I don't know, I'm trying to be sneaky. I'm probably trying to be too sneaky, and I'm probably going to make it too complicated for myself. Anyway, so yeah, I would love to get to this one this month. And I also really, really want to get to Great Circle by Maggie Shipstead, because I feel like this was a book that I was so excited to read, and I still am, but I kind of feel like I need to pick it up now and need to enjoy it now before my kind of like, before I peak on something else and being excited about something else, and my excitement kind of gets a little bit distracted by another book. So I am hoping to get to this month, because I'm super excited for it. I've heard nothing but great reviews, and I just really want to read it. I really want to read it. So I would also, like I say, love to get to this month as well. But that would be, I mean, that's quite a stack, isn't it? Let's have a look at what that looks like. That's quite a lot of pages. Oh, this is all, this is going to go horribly wrong. I can just tell this now. I'm going to try and stack them up. This is going to go horribly wrong. But look, that's quite a beefy stack. And we are a significant way through the month already. So, pray for me. Hopefully I can do it. Keep your fingers crossed for me. So yeah, these are the books that I'm aiming to get to this month. I don't have too much else socially going on this month now, so hopefully I can do this. I think it's going to be some strategic audiobook listening as well. I think I probably will, when I get my next Audible credit, like I said, I'm listening to this on audio. I think when I get my next Audible credit, I will buy Queen of Shadows by Sarah J Maas, so that I can kind of listen to this over the rest of the month. And I also think that Emma is available in the Plus catalogue as well. So if I get the opportunity to, I could also listen to this as well as physically reading, or just listening to it. So we've got options. That makes it look a little bit more manageable, doesn't it, when you kind of look at it like that, because they're audiobooks. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling on. I hope you enjoyed this video. What else are you trying to get to this month? Have you got any books that are high on your TBR for August? I'd love to hear about them down below in the comments. And if you're planning on reading any of these, let me know. I'd love to do a buddy read if you're interested. But also, let me know if you're joining in with the bingo. I would love to hear about it if you are. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!